I look at a man and I see, are you trustworthy? Are you in the gym? Are you looking after yourself? Do I see someone whose eye contact is good? Are you aware of where you stand in the room? Are you trying to be someone that you're not? So guys, I've been to prison, I've almost died a few times, I've been in the army, and I still became a multi-millionaire into my 30s. What's your excuse? In this video, I'm going to give you 6 brutally honest pieces of advice on what separates winners from losers and what it takes to be a success in 2025. First step in 2025, the first piece of advice that I'll give you is realize the game has changed. Visibility is everything. Reason why you're not comfortable getting in front of the camera and talking is because you don't have a life worth talking about. First step is showing yourself online. You have to show who you are and who you want to be. So you have to accept yourself, flaws and all, and also lean into who you choose to become. Because many men online today, they're a fake avatar, they have a cartoon character, they have something online, they have a big opinion because they're hiding behind a veil of anonymity, and it stunts their growth. They're not actually being who they claim to be. Step number 2 is acknowledging that you're probably not as strong as you think you are. You're watching this content for a reason. You need another voice. You need some voice of reason. For most of you, most of my viewers, I can be the father that they never had. Most of you didn't have someone to tell you, call you out on your bullshit, tell you where to go. Imagine you're a stream. Most of you are floating bark. You might end up in dog shit. You might end up on the moon. You might end up somewhere else, but you're very likely to end up in dog shit. You're in someone else's funnel. You're not living life on your terms. And I'm here to change that for you. And for most of you, your hardest challenge is if someone writes a negative comment about you online. And for me, that happens all day, every day. To me, that's nothing. When you've lived a life that's challenging, when you've lived a life that's difficult, I've been to prison, I've been in the army, I've had many close calls with death. I myself have been around a lot of death and people that have departed from this world. So I myself know that we have a finite amount of time to make things work. And I know how to manifest my future, my reality, and I can teach you and I can give it to you. What I've learned that took me all of this time, all of this difficult time, so that you don't have to go through that. What are your foundational qualities? Manhood itself is based on several foundational qualities: honor, respect, discipline. I look at a man and I see, are you trustworthy? Are you in the gym? Are you looking after yourself? Do I see someone whose eye contact is good? Are you aware of where you stand in the room? Are you trying to be someone that you're not? Congruency as a man is becoming a lost art, because if you can jump on online, you can jump on Instagram, you can jump on all of these platforms, you can pretend to be anyone that you want. And that can be comforting, that can be addictive, that can be this and that. Online, I'm a millionaire. In real life, I'm nothing. So now I lean more into the fake. But you have to become violently congruent with who you are. Be viciously difficult on yourself. A lot of you need to be harder on yourself and more understanding of others. Because again, I'm a firm believer that you manifest your reality around you. It all starts with you. I believe that life itself is a mirror of who you are. Who you are, you attract. You see yourself in others. If your head is full of chaos, if you haven't done the work, if you're not really deserving of good things, you don't get them, right? It all starts with that step forward. Pushing a boulder, the man's pushing the boulder around the canyon. It takes one step forward, and momentum itself is powerful, and that's what you have to do. But without the momentum, it's nothing. You're essentially begging, you're essentially waiting for someone to do the work for you, and that's not possible as a man. What foundation are you going to have when we meet? I can judge a man by his past, right? What have you done? Do you have stories? Do you have history? Who are you? When have you been tested? Have you had any difficult times? And then I know who I'm dealing with. I know I'm dealing with a man who's done the work. He's done something. He has a right to be in the room. I can talk to him. He has a foundation. What's your foundation? Like when I meet you, are you in shape? Do you look after yourself? Do you look after your body? Do you respect your body? Are you presenting a figure that, is worthy of respect? Do you at least dress in clean clothes? It doesn't mean dressing in Louis Vuitton, you're not dressing in Gucci. That's neither here nor there, but are you proud of what you present? If you're honest with yourself, a lot of you use avatars online and you edit photos and things like that because you're a marshmallow. Your outside reflects the inside. It's the way it goes. That's a real thing. You can judge a person by their appearance. And that's the thing Kevin Samuels himself taught me. People do not owe you understanding. They don't need to look at you when you're a whale and then figure out why you're like that. Like, oh, he must have had this go wrong, this go wrong, this go wrong. They're just going to assume you are as you are. See, I'm covered in tattoos and I'm very aware of the stigma associated with that and the life that I've lived in the past. I accept it and I move forward with it. Some changes you can't make. You are the skin color you are tattooed as you are. But if you can change these physical attributes yourself by not being a whale or not being out of shape or not being lazy, because think of all of the things that you attach to someone who's fat. There's nothing good. You think that you see them and you think fat, lazy, slob, doesn't take care of themselves, no self-respect, depressed, probably dick doesn't work. There's nothing good attached to that. And that's not a way to live. You've got one life, why not live it to your best? Another step that guys have, they're living in this minimalist sort of a lifestyle. They're trying to be smaller because I think that it makes them a lesser target. But being scarce, not only with your resources, not only being cheap, but scarce with your love, scarce with your attention. There's a real thing for men now. Men to give another man a compliment is difficult. You see guys write in the chat, someone will write on my post, oh, well done, man, you're doing really well. Congratulations on your new Lamborghini. And someone else would jump in and be like, oh, stop meat riding, man, get off his dick, get off this and that. That's the scarcity thinker. See, there's enough attention, there's enough praise, and there's enough for all of us out there. There's enough money for everyone. You can't pour from an empty cup, as you cannot give compliments or things like that from a position of insecurity. To be able to give compliments and things like that, that comes with confidence. So a lot of that stuff was not taught at a father level. A lot of stuff for guys too, they're kind of like a performing monkey or a chimp or smashing cymbals to get attention. They don't know how to get attention in a masculine way. And men are judged on their accomplishments. And also men are judged on their failures. It's better to try something astronomical and fail. That's the fucking story that I want to hear. I want to hear the guy who climbed Mount Everest and failed halfway. I don't want to hear the story of someone who took a bike jump of a little tiny jump and then fails. I mean, that's not interesting, right? And the problem with being cheap, what you give out, you get back. It's like the saying in the Bible, he who has a lot, more will be given, and he who has little, what he has will be taken, even though he has very little. Another story of the guy who God himself gives the gold to, and one invests it and one buries it. And the one who invests it and got a return was favored by God, right? And the one who buried it and hid it and, I didn't want to lose it. He still had a good mentality. He wasn't a bad-hearted person. He still returned what he had. God smited him because that's the way it is. You have to invest. You have to give to get, right? What you put out into the world, you get back. You have to learn that. Power of manifestation, yes. Power of the law of attraction, that is real. But you have to send out abundance to get back abundance. It's just the quality of life. It's out there. It's one of the wonders of the world. And I see guys, because I run a massive crypto group, I run SRB Crypto. I run as part of TCM, the Complete Man. So I see guys who've made millions of dollars in shit, maybe a couple $100K on my recommendations. I've had some good ones in there. And now they think that that's it. I'm the man, my shit doesn't stink, I'm the big dog, I've got all of this money, I'm around my group, in my group, I'm the fat cat, I'm the guy that people respect now because I can pay the table, I can do this, I can do that. And that can stunt your development. See, money is only one attribute of being a man. Like, I'm not saying that a man who has millions is less than a man who works as a tradie or something like that, because money is a multiplier, yes, but if you're multiplying zero, it's still zero. If 10 times zero is still zero. If all you have is money, all the people around you are only going to be around you for your money and you soon won't have enough. It's like if they poured your heart out, it's just full of dollar bills, like you're just trying to fill every hole with that. And that's unsustainable. For women, they'll just drain you. Like you get gold digger chicks that'll just drain you. Dudes will drain you. Men can be fucking massive gold diggers as well. Just hang out with you because they're getting benefits. They're not valuing the rest of the fundamentals. But I'm a believer of congratulations that you've made the money. Fucking well done. It's not easy. I know people say, oh, this guy just got crypto win and he's a retard that doesn't deserve it. No, but now you need to use that time and freedoms that you have to develop the rest. So you've been given, I'm not saying given a gift because you've obviously worked for it. It's not that easy to hold a 10x or 100x bag. Everyone assumes it is. It takes discipline, conviction, autism. It just takes all of that. But now you've been given a gift that you can buy time. You can buy lessons from the best in the business, but you have to work on the rest. Otherwise, what you don't work on will burn you. You need to learn women, you need to learn business, you need to learn what to do with your crypto money, that you have to have multiple diversification of a portfolio. Are you invested in generating an income? I've known people where they have a $5 million crypto portfolio and they have no money coming in every week. Like, what are you gonna do when the bear market hits inevitably? What are you gonna do? You're gonna constantly be liquidating your portfolio. You might have to liquidate it at the lows. You have to generate the rest. And that's what we do at the Complete Man. In my view, a part of men's issues as well, I see in my crypto group that I have, men are fucking amazing guys, but some of them are now making real money, real money where they're making more money, tens of thousands of dollars. And that's when it starts to test men. To test the man's character, give him everything, that's a real thing. Like now you've got temptations, are you gonna be a crypto multi-millionaire? I can tell the story of a guy that I knew from Australia, the guy who introduced me to crypto. He was worth tens of millions of dollars and he was a drug addict. He was a late teenager. He was a fucking good dude, but he was addicted to drugs then. I can imagine that he probably isn't alive now. Like, who's going to keep you out of trouble? Who's your reference point? Who's your compass? I think the devil waits for you at the top. Like, he waits for you at the peak when you think that things can go no wrong. He waits for you when you're the man of the group. Like, you're the guy who's like, oh, fuck these people around me. I'm earning 50K a month. They're on 2,000 a month. They're all broke boys. I can do no wrong. Just because you've got your money right. Money is not every part of being a man. You go to the fight club, go to a fight gym. A guy can be works in a factory and just puts boxes together and he's on $200 a month in Poland, but he can fucking kill you in the ring like that, like easily. That's part of manhood. Like masculinity is a big part of it. You have to develop the rest as well. You don't want to be a rich nerd running around, because for a lot of the people that can happen to, they're a soft target. If you're just money and you don't develop the rest, like your awareness around women, that there can be predatory women around and things like that as well, that they can drain you, just like a man could rob you, a chick can drain you, your family can drain you. Like, what are you gonna do when the tough times come? Temptation changes everything. Options changes everything. For a lot of guys I've seen, they get into crypto, they make their money, maybe they make a couple $100K or $1 million or something, and all of their exes or all of the girls from the past suddenly want to hang out. Fly me here, fly me there, fly me this, fly me that. Oh, let's hang out at Louis Vuitton. Buy me a bag, buy me this, buy me that. Like, what are you going to say to that? Are you going to be a beta male provider? Like, is that all that you want to be, like, in this life? Is that all you want to be, is her ATM card? Like, she just walks in, scans you, and then leaves and fucks the guy that she likes? Or you're actually going to build the rest up? Because a lot of money isn't everything with women. Money isn't everything with men that you meet. How many guys I meet that are worth hundreds of millions, or even 100 million, 50 million, and if their foundation, I don't gel with them, like I don't trust them. How many guys you've known who got rich on rug pulls, but you're still not going to sit and have a drink with them? You wouldn't have a beer with someone who robs people for a living or rips them off. And the same goes for crypto. Congratulations to many of you, the guys that have built wealth and built income and done very well with crypto. You know, I'm not one of the ones that says that you're stupid, because it's obviously not true. Like, you've done extremely well, but now you need to develop the rest. That's the thing that will trip you. You know, that's the thing that will ultimately get you. And I'm here to do the rest because I've developed everything. And that's 6 honest pieces of advice. You know, it's my first time doing this one, so we'll see how it goes, but I look forward to teaching you guys more. And this sort of snappy content, like fast. See how it goes. All right, lads, I'm on your side always. Till next time.